That's the main thing.
Nobody care about no TOP.
Baltimore dominated the time of possession, bro.
Yeah, bro, they ran the ball like 95
They
times.
they they they
Ran the ball over 40 times. Yeah.
bro, they
Yeah.
controlled it for 12 minutes of the first quarter. That
Ooh.
tells you how the game went.
Y'all see this Philly Buffalo game? It's raining like hell. I hope y'all don't have nobody in
Yeah.
this game.
No,
Uh,
nobody of any relevance because
Get
I
ready
will
for Josh
lose.
Allen to turn the ball over three
I
times
have
or Jalen
I have
Hurts.
Jalen Hurts.
Sorry, Cam. Gents, let's start with the NFL because I mean it's still happening right now,
Listen, it's not
obviously.
too late. I can swap him and Caleb Williams. Should I do it? Caleb
What the
Williams at San Francisco.
I have Caleb
Oh,
in another league and I'm hoping he eats San Fran up, but we'll see.
that might not be a bad move, respectfully.
Yeah, may not. I mean, but that your Sooner blood may cause some kind of commotion. I don't know.
Well,
Um,
I just was counting on because the Bills are terrible at stopping the run, so I was like, maybe he has like 8 rushing touchdowns.
yeah, but bro, there's we talked about it a little last week. They scared the shit out of me.
Yeah,
They scared the fuck out of me. If
yeah,
they
they can.
beat the dog shit out of Philly this week, imagine Pittsburgh. You win next week. You beat Baltimore, just to host a playoff game against Buffalo. Good luck.
Good lord.
I
Bro,
don't want to talk about
I
it.
don't get it. I
Go
don't get it,
Jacksonville. No,
man.
fuck that. Go
I just
Jacksonville.
don't. I
Go
don't get
Jacksonville. Let's go.
it.
Go Jacksonville.
Duval.
What did
Hey,
y'all's coach say? Dude.
no. He said
Duval.
Duval.
And he went like this too. He
Yeah.
said Duval.
I told you
Bro,
that sassy
I'm gonna
shit
tell you
works.
this, man. He might be like. Here's my
Coach of
hot
the
take on
year,
Liam
by the
Cohen.
way. By the way, coach of the year
Here's my hot
probably.
take on Liam Cohen. Uh, he comes off to me as a rich kid growing up. Like he comes off to me as one of those guys that acts tough because he doesn't think you're gonna beat the shit out of him. Like he comes off to me as a guy that thinks because he's an NFL head coach, he'll act tough. Like the Robert Saleh thing earlier in the year.
Yeah.
If they were on the fucking
Don't you,
street,
don't you ever. Don't
he's
you ever
not saying shit
disrespect
to
me.
Robert Saleh.
Hey, but what if Liam Cohen just starched his ass? What if
Bro,
Robert just
hey,
walked up to him and he was just like,
hey, listen, speaking of, I gotta tell y'all something. You guys are gonna be proud of Jackson. Jackson, I got a call at school from school the other day. And a couple of little girls that he is friends with told him nobody wants to be your best friend. So it made him sad. And so he tucked his chin and he slouched his shoulders and he walked. They were outside playing, and he walked around the corner of the daycare. And this this other little kid walked up to Jackson and said, "Hey, Jackson." And Jackson punched him in the fucking nose.
see,
Bloodied his fucking nose,
see,
bro.
Liam Cohen could do the
Listen,
same
man,
thing.
I
I'm
couldn't
telling you.
imagine that kid was probably having the
Duval.
best day of his life and was
Not no
just wanting
more.
to say hi.
Not no
Just
more.
trying to
My
say
son
hi.
punched him right in the fucking nose.
Not no more.
He said,
Yeah, bro.
Duval.
Anyway, sorry,
Yeah.
had to bring that up.
I
But yeah,
I actually I like Liam Cohen.
to
He
me,
he just has something. Pause.
to me, I so I think it's a toss up between Liam Cohen and New England. God, what's his name?
Vrabel, Mike Vrabel,
Yes, Brable. Thank you.
NFL
I'm drawing a
Hall of
blank.
Fame linebacker, Mike
Yes,
Vrabel.
shut up,
Sorry.
man. I know his name. God damn it! I just was drawing a
Tennessee,
blank. I couldn't think.
Tennessee Titans,
Anyways,
former head coach, Tennessee
but
Titans.
Liam Cohen, there is a clear difference between Tampa Bay last year and Tampa Bay this year, and Jacksonville last year and Jacksonville this year. That like Baker doesn't look like the Baker from last year, and Trevor looks miles better than the Trevor from last year. And I think it's time that people, give Cohen his
Now,
flowers. He might be a
oh
corny,
Cohen,
corny motherfucker. Yeah,
yeah, I'll give Cohen his flowers. Fuck Trevor Lawrence.
bro,
Sold
don't
on me in
hate,
fantasy.
don't hate, man, don't hate.
He's been playing fantastic. I'll give
Hey,
him
did you
that.
see
Yeah.
Brian Thomas Jr. dropped another ball right in his
I
hands?
I haven't watched the Jacksonville game since 2018, so
I'm gonna tell y'all
It's
right
not
now,
worth
and I said
watching.
this 2 weeks ago because I was trying to figure out who I wanted to start in my flex, and my options were Tet McMillan, Brian Thomas Jr., and Devontae Smith. And somebody told me Brian Thomas Jr. because it was at Denver, and I was like, bruh, I don't want to start Brian Thomas because Brenton Strange is back and Parker fucking Washington is that dude, man. That dude is a
He's playing
baller.
really good.
My
Really good.
God. For a third option, bro, he's killing. He caught a couple of balls today that I was like, oof. He saved Trevor Lawrence from some interceptions. Just from his ability to go up and get the ball. But anyways,
I really wish that the Raiders would have started Kenny Pickett again.
who'd they
Low key,
start?
man.
Gino.
Gino.
Oh, Gino? Hell yeah. Get Michael Meyer the
Always.
ball.
It's sad. Well, it's sad that it's still, even though it's an upgrade, Gino ain't it.
No.
They're cooked. They basically put their entire roster on IR, and Max Crosby was pissed. And it
Mhm.
does curious because there's some names that people are starting to talk about. Obviously, we're getting ready to enter into the last week of the season, but there's some names that people are talking about going to different teams next year. So we can start there and just kind of talk about a couple of names that we think of. But outside of Max Crosby going elsewhere, some people have said like New England. Another name that I've heard, this is obviously just Twitter, so don't read too much into it, but they're talking about Lamar going to Miami.
Let's fucking go. It's about time the kid came home. Bring him home.
You
Bring
said
him
it.
home.
If he plays next week and
Bring
they
him
beat the
home.
Steelers and they go to the playoffs, he's not going anywhere.
Bring him home. Okay? It's time.
Yeah.
Him and that
Why-
offense throwing
why
the ball
would,
to the tight end. What?
Why would they blow it up in Baltimore? They've had one bad year.
One
I
bad
know
year,
that
but
I know
they've
they've not accomplished what they were
that.
supposed to accomplish a bunch of times, but damn, one bad year.
I think it's
Well,
how many more times
years
do you how many more times do you bang your head against the wall before you're like, all right, this shit's not gonna work?
Yeah, but is Lamar the fucking problem? I
I
mean, last year Mark Andrews catches a ball that he catches 99% of the time.
well, yes, but if Lamar
They're going
doesn't
to
turn the
ACC.
ball
Lamar
over,
doesn't fumble, they're
yeah,
not in that
if he's not
position.
turning the ball over earlier in the game, they don't get to that point. I don't think Lamar's the problem. I honestly think that they need
Bro.
to stop thinking about what they're like. DeAndre Hopkins and Zay Flowers can't be your wide receiver tandem.
No.
And you expect-
Listen, listen, they can have Trevor and I'll take him.
He said, I'll take him.
Like Trevor's probably the hottest quarterback in the league right now. But
Jalen Hurts throws it deep, out of bounds.
Lamar's that dude, man.
No, T Law he's been. I think T Law and Matt Stafford and Drake May have been playing the best out of the quarterbacks so far, especially as of late. T Law, bro, like I hope we catch y'all in the playoffs.
Bro, you're gonna lose.
We're gonna fuck him up.
No, you're gonna
We're gonna
lose.
fuck him up. I'm not afraid of a good first rounder. I'm afraid of fucking Mark Brunell, fucking Blake Bortles and shit. That's what I'm afraid
David
of.
Garrard.
Yeah, David Garrard, Byron Leftwich. That's what
Hey man, Blake Bortles is a top 5 pick. What you talking about?
That's true, but man, he didn't have that long hair like Trevor. And I don't know.
There's
Y'all's
something
defense ain't
about
like
when-
that.
Something about
Nah, I
when
don't-
Blaine Gabbert gets in the game.
I don't-
You just
Blaine
I don't
Gabbert
think-
were-
You know what's crazy is like God dang man, I feel the same way you do, but statistically they are that.
I know.
They're
I
pretty
know.
fucking solid defense.
I know.
I just don't. I just refuse to accept it because they've been so bad for the last 3 years, and there's really not a lot of different players. There's like Greg Newsome.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody else is different. I think everybody else is the same.
yeah, I agree. I think y'all have started growing into it. And I think it's coaching. I think
Yeah.
Cohen has put a sense of like relief in the locker room. I don't know. I think he handles everything. He manages everything well, and people actually trust in the process that you guys are playing better. Under what y'all had previously, that shit was trash.
Bro, and I like Campanelli's play, like his style. He's aggressive, man. He runs a lot of zone blitz, and heats up quarterbacks. I like that.
Dick LeBeau. Isaiah, what about your Dolphins bum asses?
Yeah, let's go. Let's go.
I got y'all a dove today.
I'm
But you couldn't do
standing
it
up
last
now because, well, yeah, it's Joe Burrow. It's the person that should have been on our team, and we didn't end up drafting him because we offered Cincinnati 4 first rounders for Joe Burrow for the number 1 pick, and they were like, nah. But it just goes to show that Baker ain't shit. No, I'm just playing. So, it shows that the boys still got some fight in them. You know what I mean? They're still out there. And they're trying. You know, they're not tanking to get a good first round pick. If we finish the season strong, which we will not beat the Patriots.
They may rest everybody, yeah.
I
Oh
mean,
no
they
no no no
might.
no no no! They're looking for the
They're
number one
still,
seed.
Number
yeah, they're
one
still
seed.
fighting
Yeah.
for
But
the
I
one
think it
seed.
depends. Who does Denver play next week? Because if Denver plays like the Jets, I don't.
They
I
don't.
think they play Kansas,
Chargers.
Kansas City or the
I don't think they
No,
play
they
the
just play
Chargers.
the.
Oh,
They
they
just
play
play
the
the
Chargers,
Chiefs.
yeah.
Chargers, yeah.
The Chargers may rest everybody though because they can't win the division.
yeah.
At this point it's seeding. Honestly, is there a
Well, the
seed that
Rams
y'all would try
play
to
the
avoid?
Cardinals.
Yeah, but I'm not worried
I
about
would
the NFC. I'm saying like on the
I would
AFC
try to
side,
avoid
who would you avoid? If you're a wild card team, what team would you not want to play in the first round?
the
If you're a
Texans.
wild card team,
Yeah,
The
not if you're
Texans.
not the
Texans are a wild
Texans.
card team.
Yeah, they're a wild card
Oh
team.
well.
Jacksonville's on in that division. God damn
Yeah,
it!
I was like, bro, what are you talking about? Cuh?
I want nothing to do with Houston. Oh, I'm sorry.
You
I
said the
just
same
said
thing. What the fuck?
that. No, I don't. Okay, so our division leaders are the Broncos,
Broncos, the Patriots, the
Patriots,
Jags, the Steelers.
Jaguars. I don't
Then you
know,
have
man. The Jags are the
Buffalo,
hottest. The Jags are the
Chargers,
hottest
and
team in the league right now.
so who?
But the
What? You can say more than
um,
one shit. You can say I wouldn't want to play here, and this is the team that I would want to play. But
Look,
well,
look, dog. You
naturally
don't
you'd
want to
want
play
to
the Bills in the
avoid.
first round.
the Bills
Well,
are
we're
a
talking
wild card.
about division leaders. If you're a wild card
Oh,
team, what division leader do you not want? And I would probably say the Broncos because that's a legit home field.
yeah.
But they get the
But
bye.
the Jags are hot as shit right now, so it's hard to really pick against them,
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
no, it does. I would like if I'm being honest, in the AFC side, especially after today. Send me to
Fucking
Acrisure, baby. Send me to Heinz Field because I would feel very comfortable.
bro. And it's like
Nobody's
like
scared of the
like I don't
Bulls.
want to see or like I keep wanting to say New England, but New England has benefited from a really soft schedule. But Foxborough in fucking January is not a fun place to go. It's a hard place
You,
to go win. So
you think their
Who
schedule's really been that
I
soft?
was I was just getting ready to say, let me ask y'all a
I don't
question. Who do
I
y'all
don't
think
feel like
has
it's
the who do y'all think have the two worst strength of schedules in the NFL this year?
The Jags.
No.
what? Get the fuck out of here. Uh, I don't know, I'm trying to pull up some schedules here.
You ain't got to pull them up, baby.
No,
Look at
I
the
think
one and
New
the two
England's one of
seed.
them.
1 and 2
Yeah.
seed. New England has the first.
New
Denver
England's
has
for
the
sure
second.
one of them. I knew that
Yeah.
because I mean, like everybody was hyping up their record at the beginning of the season, but they played one winning record in that
Yeah.
stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah, they beat the Bills, and then it's ass, ass, ass. It's like a Big Sean song.
Easy, bro. They lost to the Steelers. What you got to say? Went
What
to
was that? What
Foxborough and
was
ate
it?
them the fuck up. Fuck you,
I
mean?
was like, what was that?
It was week 3.
I was like, what? I was like, what was?
It was a long, long time ago. Um,
Bro.
Many moons ago.
many moons
So
ago.
Steelers, Panthers, Bills, those are all good wins.
Is the Panthers really a good win?
That
They're
it?
500. Well,
Well, they're a
one game
division
above
leader. That's why
500.
I say
Yeah,
that.
it's one of those where it's like
Really, that's
it's a solid win, but yeah,
and they
it's
beat
bad.
they beat the Ravens last week, but Lamar didn't play, correct?
No, he did play. He's just at wait 2 weeks ago,
He
and
got
Lamar did
knocked
Yeah, the
play.
out.
21st.
Did he get him knocked
They
out?
got he went into the locker room at one point in
I
time
thought,
during
yeah,
the
they
game.
blew a lead on Sunday Night Football, right? They were up by was it like 24-14 or 24-10 or something, and
Yeah,
then
something
Drake
like
May
that.
started cooking.
Yeah, I mean,
NFC wise, I would probably want to avoid the Rams at all cost. I'd be like, fuck
yeah.
that. Send me wherever. I just don't want to go there.
They are dangerous. That
Yeah,
Matt Stafford
the
dude is
Rams are a
dangerous.
fucking wild card. That's the crazy thing. Like
Oh yeah, Seattle's
they're
winning their
they're
division.
and I just don't feel like Seattle's that fucking good, and they
Hey,
just keep winning. It's pissing
It's
me
because
off.
Sam Darnold is the quarterback, and you just it's the
It's
same
not just that.
discussion.
It's not just that though, because like I'm not ready. I just in my mind haven't accepted Smith and Jigba for being an elite receiver because I'm so used to DK being there and he's not there anymore. I'm not real big on Kenneth Walker. I mean, he's okay, but he's not, I don't know.
Well, really, it's having two running backs that could be serviceable because they have
Yeah,
Zach Charbonnet.
Charbonnet is. Yeah.
Barner's doing decent at the tight end spot.
I'm not saying like I feel like they should be trash. I just don't feel like they should be 13-3. Like there's nothing about that team that's like, oh man, you
Well,
know.
let's look at the schedule. Let's go to the schedule. Let's go to the schedule.
Look
I
at the
would.
schedule.
I want nothing to do with San Francisco,
Man, yeah, it's not the Super
bro. They've
Bowl
been
yet,
hurt
so
all fucking year, and they're starting to get healthy now, and they're still 11-4.
Kittle got hurt again though.
Yeah, he's out
Bro, by the
today.
way, fucking Kittle, man, with the callback game the other shit, he was frying people.
It would have been nice
Oh,
earlier in the season, Kittle.
yeah,
Fantasy purposes, but no. We're gonna
let's okay.
wait.
So the Seahawks, they beat the Steelers,
They beat the
Jags,
Jags. Yeah, they kicked the shit out
Texans,
of us, if I'm not mistaken.
Texans. They lost to the Rams, and then they came back and
Smith
beat
and
the Rams
I think
later
Smith
in
and
the
Jigba
season.
went crazy against us.
Probably. Y'all are ass.
Yeah, they're winning basically
Ooh,
because of
so hear
the
me out.
defensive side of the ball.
If the Niners win tomorrow and the Niners beat the Seahawks next week, they're the 1 seed.
Mm-hmm.
They're the
It's
1
crazy,
seed.
isn't it?
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, they didn't have a single starting receiver, their starting tight end, their starting running back, or their starting quarterback. And Fred Warner tore his shit in half. Bro, like they had nobody and they still went 11-4. That's insane.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's insane. And then let Phillip Rivers fucking dice them up on Monday Night Football.
I can't stand Phillip Rivers. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like just him being back out there playing, it just irritates the hell out of me. It's cool, like okay, you had your little story, but fantasy purposes, bro, like I hate it. Bro threw for
Dadgummit.
147 yards. Yeah, like these games are gonna be ugly. Y'all have lost 3 games in a row, and every time Phillip is on TV or they're talking about the Colts, it's always like, oh, it's a great story that Phillip Rivers was able to come out and play at 44 years old. And it's like, yeah. But at one point, y'all were looked at as the best team in the NFL, and now Phillip Rivers is your quarterback. God, that shit looks ugly. Philly and Buffalo are raining its
Bro.
ass off.
You feel better?
No, I hate the Steelers right now.
In the defense of Phillip Rivers, though, Marlon, he's only started 3 games.
Yeah,
They've
0
lost
3.
6
Fuck
in a
them.
row.
Yeah.
Well, but they've lost 6 in a row,
Yeah,
or 7
I
in
mean,
a row.
Yeah, but did you believe in them anyways? Like,
No.
yeah, true. I didn't think. I mean, I thought Jonathan Taylor was a stud, but I knew eventually Daniel Jones was going to be Daniel Jones, and it took him getting a calf injury to slow him down so he couldn't run. And then when he had to throw the ball, he was ass. And then now they're just kind of a dumpster fire. But I mean,
Poor Tyler Warren, man. What a good rookie campaign.
Correct, but
And
who's in a
it's
worse?
squandered.
What team in the NFL would you say right now is in a worse spot than the Colts? Because you traded a shit ton of picks to get Sauce Gardner, and then you go 1-6 since you had him.
Well, he ruptured his Achilles the second game he started. Ruptured his Achilles.
Hey, you traded the fucking block to get him.
Oh yeah,
And
They gave away all the church's money to get him, and he played 2 games.
Who's in a worse
do
spot?
if I was Indianapolis?
Sell the franchise to Oklahoma
I'd
City.
go get fucking Kyler Murray or somebody that can throw a goddamn football and make a difference.
They're gonna have to do something.
Or I call Jerry and be like, "Hey man, you ready to come off Dak?"
Fuck no. Dak Prescott is my quarterback, and I think this is the best team I've had since 1995.
Why not? Why not give I don't know the contract situations, but why not give like San Francisco or Atlanta a call for either Mac Jones or Kirk Cousins and let them come in and try and service the offense?
Really,
You just
Malik
need somebody
Willis
that
actually has a good case too.
Brother, yeah. Honestly, if I was a Packers, I'd keep Malik Willis I'd trade Jordan Love because I think their offense it looks cleaner to me with Malik Willis.
It does. He's just always hurt. He's fragile as fuck. Now Jordan Love is also fragile as fuck too, but I think Jordan Love's the difference is Malik Willis's ability to run.
Yeah.
Yes,
that's not at all me saying that I think Malik Willis is better than Jordan Love. I think Jordan Love's a better quarterback, but I just feel like what they do when Malik Willis takes over that offense, like what they change the offense to, how they simplify it down, it just looks like their team looks like it plays better.
Yeah.
No, that's just me.
No, it definitely has offensively because a lot of the
Yeah.
times it seems like they're super conservative on the offensive side where they're just running, 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 trying to throw on third down, punting their defenses on the field. And a lot of Green Bay games, it does seem like their defense is on the field a lot. And I had high hopes for Green Bay.
There he is.
Yeah,
I had high hopes for Green Bay. Shit's gone now.
until he's
Next
like,
year, shit. What you fuck you mean?
oh yeah, they got bounced, right? And they lost.
No, they're still in the
No,
Or they're
playoff.
they're
They
in the
don't have
playoffs.
Oh,
Mike.
They're in the playoffs.
still.
Yeah, they don't have
Yeah,
Mike.
they made. Yeah,
Man, fuck, man, Mike didn't do shit this
yeah,
year.
they're
Okay.
good. They're not gonna win. They're not gonna win their fucking wild card game though.
Well, shit.
I
Shout
mean,
out to Chicago. NFC North.
Chicago. Yeah, Chicago
Yeah.
just straight came out and snatched that division.
And Detroit is sitting at the crib. Is at what point would you
All
say
that talent.
Dan Campbell's aggressiveness is too aggressive and he needs to just take points and stop playing?
I would honestly
Um,
say that when he started taking over the play calling, they they don't know they didn't know how to run the ball anymore. If you look at, I think maybe the first week he took over, they were still able to run the ball at a decent clip, but every week after that, their rush yards per game just steadily dropped to the point to where, like, I think this past week, Jameer Gibbs had 17 carries for like 54 yards, which is disgusting. That's like a terrible stat line. They couldn't really run the ball. Marlon, you can honestly say that you were right at the beginning of the season about Jared Goff, at least this year, as far as that is concerned. Um, Amon-Ra St. Brown looked off. He dealt with some nagging injuries. Jameson Williams really had a good year, but it's just they, they couldn't run the ball anymore. I don't know what the fuck happened. They
Their
just
offensive line's banged up, bro. They've had a
well,
bunch of different like offensive line tandems.
rotations. Yeah.
Yeah.
not only
So
that, but I mean, they completely went away from the Sonic and Knuckle things that was so effective for all these years and just
No,
went
it
to
was
Sonic.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean,
yep,
that's
Just
all.
one
It
of
was
them.
all Jameer Gibbs, bro. Like
yep.
to the point
Mon-
that Montgomery's like
I
pissed
want out of
off
here.
and
Yep.
he might request a trade.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Shit, I would take him.
Yeah.
That dude runs hard.
He played better against Pittsburgh than Gibbs did, and
yeah.
they only
Hmm.
ran him like 5 or 6 times.
They're like, yeah, that's enough.
But
Okay.
yeah,
I just
it's the offensive line was banged up. They dealt with some injuries, and like I said, when the ball has to be when you have to win the games based off of Jared Goff, you're not going to win the game.
Which
It's
is crazy. They were in field goal. I mean, they were in a position to score towards the end of the game
Oh no, they
against
got
y'all.
hose. They got hose. I'll get. They
Yeah,
called offensive pass interference, and the rule is Bruce Arians said it too. The rule is it can't be offensive pass interference if the receiver is being engaged by a DB because the
yeah,
DB would be riding him into the receiver. That's the
hmm
defense's fault. So technically, they should have won.
yeah.
But they hosed him, and it is what it is.
Well, against the Vikings, they just a lot of missed opportunities. I think Amon Ra had like two drops, couldn't run the ball. They just, man, that Tesla kid actually looks like pretty good, but it just looked weird. You remember for so like several years, like Russell Wilson would be cooking, and then all of a sudden that offense would just look like boring. Like they just couldn't move the ball. That's how I felt about Detroit these past like couple weeks, like towards the end of the season. Because at one point in time, weren't they like 8-5,
No, I don't think they were like 8-5. I think they were like 7-5 or 8-6.
something like that? Like they had a losing streak to close out the year, and nah, that ain't gonna get you in
They
the
they
playoffs.
they really don't look good.
Mm.
Honestly, they don't look like a good football team anymore. They look that's why I'm like stop being so aggressive because you're costing yourself points. You're costing yourself. drives and stuff, and that's what's been losing them games is that
Hmm.
they're a possession down or something, and it's like just take the points, dog. You get to the red zone 3 times, you go for it and don't get it at all. That's 9 points.
Especially losing both games to the Packers. I mean the Vikings. That's crazy.
Hmm.
But yeah, their last win. Let's see. They
Their
beat
last
the
win.
Giants.
Oh
Beat the
God,
Giants in
in
overtime,
overtime.
and then they
God.
lost. Well, no, they beat the Cowboys. Sorry. Yeah,
Oh
so their
yeah. So
last
the
win was the
Cowboys.
Cowboys, and then they lost to the Rams,
Yeah. So they were
Steelers,
eight and
and
five against the
Vikings.
Cowboys,
Hmm.
and then after that, they've just been getting clowned.
Hmm.
Hilarious.
I mean, being aggressive and going for it and all that other shit's cool when you have an elite offensive coordinator who can scheme a bunch of good shit up in those, yardage situations. But,
Well, I thought the guy that was
bro,
calling
like,
the plays earlier in the year didn't do a bad job, and
I
then
mean,
Dan Campbell
they
just was
started
like,
well.
Yeah, they did.
"Yeah,
And then Dan Campbell, they had a bad week. Dan Campbell took over the play calls, and it's not been good. And in either way, even if you have an offensive coordinator, they're gonna go for it on fourth because Dan Campbell wants to. It's just I think, has to understand at time like you have to pick and choose your aggressiveness. You can't
Hmm.
just because that's what you do. It's first quarter with like 8 minutes left on the clock, and you're at the 12, and you go for it. And it's like just kick the field goal. Just kick
Yeah.
the field goal. And so he's just fourth down. I don't care. I'm going for it. I don't care if it puts my defense in a crazy position because I bet on my defense. And if I bet on them, they're going to pull through for me. And the shit hasn't worked.
yeah." You're like,
Yeah.
well, that would be all nice and dandy if your secondary wasn't absolutely
Cheeks.
depleted. You
Yeah.
lose Terry Arnold, you lose Brian Branch, you lose Kirby Joseph, so you lose like three major players on in your secondary. You can't just sit there and say shit like that. Like it's gonna
Yeah.
cost you. Like
Well, and
exactly what you said.
it's just having the ability to know when you need to be aggressive and when not, when you don't have to be. Like, just a really good example is the OU Bama game. I mean, that was one of the plays of the game was Alabama going for it on 4th and 2 instead of just kicking a field goal.
Yeah.
If they kick a field goal, you gets the ball back up 14-3 and with a hot offense. I mean, you kind of need that touchdown to calm down the damn atmosphere. So, knowing when you should and when you shouldn't, not just saying, no, we're going for it every time.
Josh Allen to the crib, baby. He just hit
Ooh,
Brandon Cooks on
no.
a big play.
Yeah, I was
We
like,
talked.
yeah,
I
he
think we
hit
talked
Brandon
about that like
Cooks
2 weeks ago
when they
about how
signed him.
Josh Allen hasn't really had a deep ball threat.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
no.
saying, bro. They're finding shit at the end of the season. There's no Chiefs. The Bills scare the hell out of me.
Yeah,
Now,
bro.
now
I
nobody
just,
would scare me more than Baltimore if they get in. And the reason that I say Baltimore is because they have nothing to lose because they're not even supposed to be there. So they could go in and just gamble
yeah.
like crazy all they want.
Yep.
Well, and they have a championship head coach. I mean,
Yep. And
who's done it? I
well,
mean,
and if he would do when Lamar is back, if he would call like if the offensive coordinator would call the game the same fucking way as last night, they'd win more games.
mm,
Hey,
Hmm.
don't make Lamar.
I just, Baltimore, I think, has a better team,
Oh my
like
fucking
all
god.
around.
Oh Jesus Christ!
But
Wow,
I, I don't know. I think I disagree, man.
that's crazy.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
No,
sorry.
I,
Oh, wow.
yeah, no, I agree with you as well,
Anyways,
Marlon.
yeah, go ahead.
I agree with you. I think Baltimore, their defense is starting to play better. When at the beginning of the season they were the worst defense probably in the league with the amount
they
of
were.
points that they were giving up. Um, I don't know what like the motivations are for Lamar. He's been in and out of the lineup. Derrick Henry's still playing. Okay, Derrick Henry is still fighting. And we could tell based on how he played yesterday that he is still very capable of high production and very capable of helping your team win. So if Lamar can figure his shit out,
Just
and I like the idea that he's rested a little bit.
well,
He's
don't
he's
make him
recovering
win
from
you the
injuries.
game. Every time they've tried to force Lamar to win games, they lose. Run the fucking ball. That's the whole reason that you re-signed Derrick Henry. Run the
and
The
fucking ball.
damn
and that's
football.
and that's why Buffalo scares me more.
Oh, I agree. I think
Because
Buffalo scares me more,
I
but
just feel like the difference is when you try to lean on Lamar to win you games, like he's more.
he's more prone to turn the
I
fucking
feel
ball over.
I feel like he's just more cute. Like he tries to be more cute with it, and Josh Allen plays like a fucking running back.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, I'm a running back, but then I'm gonna throw it if somebody breaks open. But
Lamar is
other than
more
that, I'm running people over.
Lamar is more electric and
Yes.
like electricness. It's the Iverson conversation. Everyone, especially Iverson fans, they feel like Iverson is the GOAT, and all actuality, he's not even close. But because he was so electric, everyone thinks
Hmm.
that he is, and that's Lamar right now. Is he's very electric, and people when you watch him, it's easy to fall in love with how good he is and all these things like that. But I mean, he's he's failed a lot. And when I say fail, I'm not meaning like he's not winning. I'm just meaning he's not played well in the playoffs.
He's never
He's
gone to the Super Bowl in his career,
well, even
and
if he didn't go to a super, like for instance, Philip Rivers. Philip didn't go to a Super Bowl, but I know some games in the playoffs that Philip backpacked the Chargers. So I
yeah,
can say like they didn't go to a playoffs because or the Super Bowl because their team isn't very good. But every year I continue to see the Ravens have the number one rushing attack, a top 5 or top 10 defense, and they get to the playoffs and then they struggle, they turn the ball over, they can't score, and I'm like, why? So how much of that is his fault as compared to how much of it is the team falling apart. If he was balling like Josh Allen has done against Kansas City a few times and Kansas City just ends up winning, I would feel better about it. But he's not balling. He's not balling at all.
hmm
He's just he gets there and he'll have 2 turnovers in a game and like his win against Pittsburgh last year was that I mean, I didn't feel like he played crazy. I feel like that was more Derrick Henry.
Well, and to be honest with you, there's been last year we looked at Lamar Jackson in the regular season as he is becoming a polished passer. He is able to read defenses, find the open man in the open spot. If a team's running zone or man, he knew how to get somebody the ball. And then in the playoffs, that shit completely went away. But I think it's because teams started to collapse the pocket against him, and he didn't have time to make those reads anymore like he did in the regular season. But I think to Cameron's point, he kind of, he's not stepping up in the pocket as much. What does he do? He spins out. He runs to the left or he runs to the right. He doesn't really step up and continue to keep his eyes down the field. Even when he scrambles out, yeah, eventually he'll look up trying to make a play, but teams kind of took that away from him. Well, definitely Buffalo. I mean, if he doesn't fumble right there, I mean, it's a completely different ballgame. But also, in the past, that's what other teams have done against him. The Chiefs did that against him in the playoffs. Every year that the Ravens look really good going into the playoffs, something happens and they lose. And 9 times out of 10, Lamar in those games does not play good, period. I will say against Buffalo, he played a lot better after the fumble, but overall, it's
Well,
just not good
I
performances.
think he finished well, but it's one of those where it's like you played good down the stretch, but you can't eliminate the first 2 quarters. You played like shit in the first 2 quarters.
Mm-hmm.
So those turnovers are why you're down to begin with. And even though in the third and fourth quarter you put on a superhuman effort, it doesn't. The reason you have to do that is because you're causing it. If you just play
Mm-hmm.
within the script, you don't turn the ball over, and you just do what's got you there, run the ball, and stop trying to make everything difficult, you would be fine. If you go back and watch him play the Steelers a couple weeks ago, that interception that he threw, throw the ball out of bounds. Why are you even trying that? Just throw the ball away. Now you gave them a short field because you just kind of flipped some shit in the air. And yeah, I mean, I don't understand why he plays very well and then he gets to the playoffs and he just tries to elevate his play. Just play your game. Stop trying to think you have to be Superman. Stop trying to be like, oh, I want to be mentioned with Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady. Like, then go win. Go win. If you go win, you're going to be mentioned in those conversations. But you trying too much and just not having as much success is not. It's not doing it for me, dog.
It's not it, guys. It's
It's not
not.
it.
It's not.
Looks like we're about to get a touchdown from the Eagles.
The
Mm,
Eagles.
from the
Yeah,
Eagles. Cam, did you
but
take
by
out Jalen Hurts?
Yep.
Well, they're probably about to tush push the shit out of him.
yep, mad tush
No,
push.
they're in the gun, boss. They're
No,
getting
that
ready
was
to
on
take
first
one.
down.
That's first
Play ahead of
down.
you.
We're looking at second down right
Oh,
now.
Anyways,
Fellas, I know this is
why
kind
am
of
I
off
so far
script, but
behind? This is
I don't
ridiculous.
know.
your
I'm
internet's
kind
ass.
of going off script here, but there's nothing better than seeing that Angle documentary and all his brothers having that Yinzer accent and saying down and you know and around and everything as much as they do in that documentary. It's hilarious. Also, just the amount of perks he was taking
Oof,
towards the
yeah.
end there is beautiful.
Touchdown, Dallas Goddard.
Tush,
Um,
touchdown, you bish. Yeah,
so NBA wise,
NBA young
it's been a
boys.
long time since it's been a few days, but we were talking on the
Yeah.
other day when we recorded about how if the Thunder lost to the Spurs, now we may have an issue on Christmas, and they sure enough came out and lost to the fucking Spurs on Christmas. So
Mm-hmm.
It's an issue. It's
what's
their biggest loss of the season, if I'm not mistaken,
yeah
and it was like 11 points.
what's y'all's
No,
temperature on it?
their loss at San Antonio was 20-point loss.
Yeah,
Oh, second biggest loss. Same team though. Same thing applies, Cameron.
Fucking
Okay,
San Antonio's a better team, bro.
that's what
Like
SGA said.
you got belt put to ass on a neutral court at San
home
Antonio
court.
and at home by the same team. Yeah, bro, it's a better team. You know the crazy thing is if you put the Thunder against the other 30 teams in the league not named the Spurs, and then you put the Spurs against the other 30 teams in the league not named the Thunder, I think the Thunder are a better team against the gauntlet. But when you put the Thunder and the Spurs on the same court, I think the Spurs are better because the Thunder don't know what to do with them. They can't figure them out.
Well, this weird silent rivalry between Wembanyama and Chet is the
I
media is
think
making it, but at the same time, I think it's hilarious because they they I don't think they know how to handle it.
I
Like
think Chet's
I
scared
don't.
of I
Yeah,
think Chet's
like
scared
that's
of
what I'm
Wimby.
saying. Well, and there's like something to be said about the way that Wimby plays versus the way that Chet plays, right? So like I think shot making Wimby's better. Defensively, Wimby's better. Um but maybe by just like a little bit Wimby's better cuz Chet is really good on the defensive side of the ball. I think Chet doesn't know how to truly be a good scorer yet. And I think Wimby has figured that out in his I would say 2 full seasons of the league because he's been hurt. He's been on and off the court a lot, but
I
and what he
think
brings on the defensive rebounding side of the game is very different because he will go up, get a rebound, and take that bitch coast to coast. Chet does sometimes, but it's Wemby plays within the team a lot better. Like he's the guy, he's the star, but he plays within the means of that team, and he allows other like I don't know. When I watch them play, the Spurs look like more cohesive than the Thunder at times. The Thunder still move the ball really well, but it's like their shot makers on the Thunder team is you can honestly say it's SGA, and then depending on the night, you don't know who's next. I think the Spurs have a couple more shot makers than the Thunder, and I think that's the difference in the teams when they play each other.
I, I just feel like the reason they keep losing to the Spurs is because Wimby completely takes the rim away, and the Thunder just are not shooting the 3-point ball very well. And so when they can't make layups, they can't shoot in the mid range. And then you combine that with their lackluster 3-point shooting ability in all three games. You know, and it all like I said, it also helps that I don't feel like the Thunder have a lot of shot creators. Like they have guys that can shoot threes, guys that can get to the rim
Mm-hmm.
and make shots at the rim. But like I said, Wemby in the middle takes the rim away, and you don't have a lot of guys that can do what like Shea does and mix somebody up and stop and pop. It's either 3-point or layup, and when you're not shooting a three ball well and the rim is taken away. San Antonio's guards know that, so they just pressure the shit out of them. Like, and it takes Oklahoma City out of their game. Shea right now is fucking dominating, by the way. 18 points on 8 of 11, 1 of 2 from 3. Just fucking killing.
against the 76ers,
Yeah.
which they're
That's why,
okay.
but that speaks to my point is like Chet, the Wemby is in Chet's head. He doesn't know what the fuck to do with Wemby. He doesn't know how to attack him because everything Chet is, Wemby is better. Like, hey, I said this the other day.
Yeah.
They don't know what to do with a more unicorn because that's what Chet was supposed to be, was a unicorn. Well, Wemby's a more unicorn than Chet was. So they haven't figured out how to attack that. But I don't know. I want nothing to do with
Lakers are
San
still
Antonio.
ass. Lakers are still
But
ass. I just want to.
people
Just the
forget
same
that
team.
the Thunder last season were I think 1-3 against the Timberwolves in the regular season and toasted them in 5 in the playoffs. So I mean, just because you struggle with a team in the regular season isn't the end all be all.
I
I think
agree.
the
That
hype around those games is a lot higher too. There's a different type
Um,
of atmosphere when they
I
play each
I
other.
would I would just say the difference between the Timberwolves and the Thunder last year is that I think going into the playoffs, everyone should understand that Gobert is going to get played off the court
yeah
immediately. So
Immediately,
that
yeah.
changes the dynamic of Minnesota whenever Gobert can't play because he's getting ate the fuck up. And they're still younger-ish, even though San Antonio they are also have a lot of vets that play good minutes like Harrison and De'Aaron Fox. I just think the difference is they're at like Wemby and Chet are asked to do two different things. Wemby is the guy, and Chet is playing with two other guys.
Guys,
So that's
yeah.
why it looks different. Of Chet is asked to do something. Some nights they ask Chet to go get 40. Some nights they say just rebound the ball, get the ball to Shea, and get the fuck out of the way. Um, it's a rivalry. It's early in the season. I think I think I think a lot of Thunder fans had a lot of too much dip on their chip early in the season. Everyone was already talking
Yep.
about the record and everything. Like the season was
Hmm.
like, oh, this we're just gonna mop through everybody. And I can't remember who it was. I was listening to him the other night, and maybe it was Rashawn McCants. He was talking about how if you look at the numbers, like we were just doing in the NFL, the Thunder have one of the softest schedules post Christmas break in the league. So they're like majority of the better teams in the league, they're going to start playing later in the season. So he said for weeks he doesn't expect them to just mow through everybody the way that they've been doing early in the season, and he wants to see what happens later into the season. I think that's a little bit of what it is, but I still think Oklahoma is probably like the Thunder are probably the best team in the West. I think it'll be a good series, but we'll see what happens. I honestly I think there's three teams in the West currently that I could see winning the West, and it's the Thunder, the Spurs, and the Nuggets. Outside of that, everybody else is for show.
Well, I
Honestly,
just don't.
I say
I
that's
guess I
it.
don't.
Period. Because the Knicks, I don't really
I don't
trust.
understand. I really just don't understand Houston. Like Houston has a chance to be there. They just don't want to go get a fucking point guard. Like go
Yep.
get a point guard.
Yep.
God damn. Just go sign somebody, trade for somebody. Don't fucking matter. Go find a point guard
Go get
to
Trey
put on
Young.
that line, dude.
Yeah, honestly.
Uh. Anyways,
No, Houston's
that's
they were blown up early in the year too. Like, oh, Houston's
Hmm.
going to be this because KD's there and blah blah blah. It's like they're they're a 2K team. On
yeah.
2K, you bust somebody ass with Houston, but
Yep.
you got
I
to play
like
the
When you
game.
start
Detroit.
going
I
into
just don't
their,
think
yeah,
they have
Detroit's playing
enough
good.
firepower offensively.
Same.
Like I think
They
they play
play
really
a
good
good
defense.
team brand of
Yeah.
basketball, but yeah, going into the playoffs, it's like
And
Cade is playing good, but Cade also can shoot you out of a game. It's kind of like that Jason Tatum debate, but the Pistons they built like the Celtics, and that's not even close.
go get Giannis. I'm Detroit. Go get him. Go get him.
Oh man, Jesse Jose Alvarado, piece up Derek Queen.
Yep.
He threw
He
one.
karate chopped him though. Afterwards, he was like,
Yeah, yeah. He said, "Get the fuck out of here."
you know
Well,
how
first of
difficult
all,
that
he
is?
was trying to sell it. Homie
He
was trying to
was, but
sell it.
You know how
And then
disrespectful it is if you punch somebody and they just
somebody was like, Jose Alvarado is now my favorite Puerto Rican.
that's
It was Bad Buddy, but it switched to Jose Alvarado.
damn. What is Fat Joe 3?
Gotta be, bro. Well, I mean, even when I watched it, because I watched it like 4 times, I was like, how how flush did he catch him with that overhand right? Because it was an overhand. Because Jose Alvarado's like 6'1", and homie's like 6'10". He had to throw that bitch from up here.
It's the windmill,
Isaiah, Isaiah, I caught
bro.
that slick ass Lakers comment, and
What you talking about? What you talking about?
there, brother,
What you
it's
mean?
there's nothing to get excited about LA wise. They're in a spot until Bron's gone. It doesn't matter. They're just selling tickets. They're one of those teams. They're
Yeah.
built like oh, we're just trying to get to the playoffs, and we
Mhm.
feel like we have a team that can beat anybody in 7 games, kind of thing. But
Yeah.
it's not one of those teams that is going to go beat teams, or they don't feel like they have the dominant team, and they won't until Bron is gone. They can't
Yeah.
because they don't have enough fucking salary to do it. And now
Yeah.
Austin's hurt. Austin's out for a while. They're cooked. They don't play no defense. They don't.
Yes.
They need some of that hood defense. They don't
They
play
need some
no
of that.
defense. They don't
I'm
play
about
no defense.
whatever. They don't play that. I'm about whatever, cuz
Yeah.
defense. I'm about
Uh.
whatever.
And offensively with no Austin on the court, like I don't know. They're gonna have to Rui Hachimura. He's got to go.
LeBron
They
James Jr. might come in and
they have too many players that are the exact same player, and that goes from
mm,
superstars all the way down. Austin, Luca, and LeBron's games are all very similar. They all need the
hmm
ball in their hand to be productive.
hmm
Austin can play off the ball. Luca and Braun, they can, but they're not as effective without the ball in their hands.
yeah,
So with both of them on the court and then DeAndre Ayton, you're removing so much space because
hmm
nobody else can fucking shoot. So
hmm
you're like it's like going into the rec or the pro am on 2K and having no sharp shooters and all slashers and playmakers. That's it. You're gonna get fucking cooked because nobody
yeah.
stretches the court, and
hmm
they're just not good, and they've been doing
I
this.
mean, speaking of that, I mean, perfect segue. Who do you feel like on that team? Who's the most valuable person to that team? We get game in and game out. Speaking of like overrated and underrated players, which is one of the topics.
Well, it's got to be
Who's
Luca, I would think.
I would say Luca's the most important, but I do think that, and I've said it going forward, I want to see Luca and Austin have that SGA, J Dub,
Yeah.
that
mhm.
Tatum Brown, that,
And
and
they
they
can't. I don't
until
think
Brown
they
is
can.
gone. But
Yeah,
so I would say Luca's probably the most important. The most overrated, in my opinion, right now is Braun. It's not it's
LeBron
it's not hard to
James.
see.
Bro,
It's it's him. He's the most
he's
overrated
like
on the Lakers team.
the most cringe player I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
He just gets on my fucking nerves. Like, and that's not like I don't know. He like that's not me taking away from his talent, everything he's done in his career, all that stuff. I'm not one of those that thinks that oh, good thing Kyrie hit that shot. I'm not one of those fucking idiots. But dude, just
I mean,
everything
low
he
key.
does, bro.
is that Loki?
Everything he does is so fucking cringe. It's
Do
like,
you want me to get
man,
a book and read it, and it'll be upside down, and ask me what my favorite part of the book is,
He's a
and I the whole
um,
thing.
the whole thing. Yeah, but
You
what
said
what
the whole
chapter?
thing.
Well, I flipped through it a couple times, and
No, I kind of skimmed it, and
I
I
don't know
screwed.
what told me
I
he was gonna score 81 today.
but I said Cole's gonna score about 80. He gonna
Honestly, if
score
Jameis
about
Winston
80.
took on a LeBron personality on TikTok, he take my card, bro.
Take my
I'd crash out,
card.
bro. Give me more Jameis Winston stuff. But no,
Yeah.
I think Braun is the most overrated and probably the most underrated.
Give me Laravia, okay? Give me
I
Laravia
mean,
on that
that's
squad.
it. Shit, because we got a big who don't rebound the ball. We got Rui Hachimura who can't guard threes, but they're asking him to guard fucking threes, twos and threes. Austin, but I don't think Austin's underrated. Um,
I think he's right where he
maybe
needs to
yeah,
be.
maybe Laravia, maybe him, but maybe Marcus Smart. I think what he brings to whenever he's healthy, he's just old, bro. Watching him run around
Yeah.
and defend is like watching me at open gym. This shit look ugly.
He's just
It hurts
tired,
me, bro. Yeah, like
legs
his
hurt.
knees don't bend at all. It's just, yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible. So
He's
that's
kind of
just,
pigeon toed when he runs now because
yeah. But I think they need more players like that
Ooh,
that can do a
here's a
little
good
bit
one.
of both because I think playmaking
Yes.
wise, they have Austin and they have Luca, and those two are eating and can play make with the best of them. Now, whenever one of them is hurt, we've watched Austin ball out earlier in the season before Braun was hurt before Braun came back when Luca was hurt, and he scored 40
Mm.
triple double. They won the game. When Austin was hurt, Luca did the same thing. Just let them do that. Let them. Shit. Fuck.
So
Ah!
that's the Lakers version. I think the league's version for me, and I think the everybody else
Oh.
kind of feels the same way.
No, you didn't miss
I
nothing.
th- I th- I think Joel Embiid is the most overrated MVP of all time.
Yeah, I think you're crazy.
Overrated. He can't stay on the court. He's wishy washy with his play. This man will
Overrated or
score.
non-deserving? Because you could make a case that Jokic should have won that MVP.
I think he was non-deserving the year that he won the MVP.
Okay. I'll give you that. I just don't think he's the most overrated.
I think he's the most overrated player in the league right
Right
now.
now,
Yeah.
I'll give you that. I think it's either him or LeBron.
Well, and I'm looking. I don't even think it's James Harden. I don't even think it's Kawhi. I don't. And the reason that I say it's not James or Kawhi is because James is playing great right now, even though their team is fucking awful. And then Kawhi is the consistent Kawhi. When he plays, he's gonna give you 20, 5 rebounds, 5 steals, or 5 rebounds, 3 steals, fucking 1 block, and 4 assists. Kawhi is the same player. I think if anything, Paul George isn't even in the realm of overrated anymore. People just don't care about him. But as far as the entire league, yeah, I feel like Joel Embiid is in that scope right now.
I like you mentioning Paul George too, because Paul George was so overrated that a trade for him fucked the entire NBA up.
Yes, there's still teams are still dealing with the Paul George trade
That shit
right
yeah.
now.
Looking back at it, and really even in real time, it's like, really, you gave that much up for fucking Paul George? Okay, but
Yeah,
underrated
yeah. He.
players in the league though.
I kind of want to know Cameron's take before we go to
Underrated.
underrated.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah, who's
Overrated?
overrated? Yeah.
yeah.
Mm. Well, okay. We're
Take
talking
your
about
time.
current players in the league in the NBA.
Yeah, take your time.
Jimmy Butler.
Okay.
I think he's overrated because what he was supposed to mean for Golden State and what the way they were talking about the Warriors in the off season, and they haven't done a damn thing at all. I think
A
he's
damn thing.
I think he's pretty damn overrated. I think Ja Morant might be one of the most overrated players in the league. Um, um, I don't know, man. I've always felt this way, and people are not gonna like this take, but it's my own opinion, so fuck them. I think Jason
Tell
Tatum's overrated, bro. I'm sorry. There's nothing about Tatum's game that just makes me be like, man, this dude. Like,
Well,
I just feel like all he does is jack fucking threes when he's in the game. Like
well
when
there's
he's healthy and playing. Like
well
that's their
there's a
offense. Chunk
I
threes.
think that there's a big reason why Jalen Brown won Finals MVP and he didn't.
And
Yeah, but how much?
I
Yes, but
think since you
how
went
much does that really matter though? Because Iguodala won an MVP, a Finals MVP over Steph, and I don't think we're. I I don't think Tatum. I think Tatum is overrated because of the names that he gets mentioned with. He's the he has he has the potential to be one of the best all time. And as young as he is, he still can go on a crazy like run. But I agree. His game, he reminds me of what Paul George was. Is
yeah.
he's smooth? He's smooth as a bitch.
Hmm.
but he like his gameplay. I just watching him and I'm like, nothing outside of you being able to just hezzy tween,
Yeah.
sidestep three. Like that's it. After that don't work, what else? What do you can you play make? Can you make your teammates better? Can you do any of that? And it's just really no.
And since Isaiah went ahead and drew it back to Joel Embiid's MVP season, uh, I think Ben Simmons is the most overrated player in the history of basketball. Like, and I said that when his punk ass got drafted, because he can't
Yeah.
fucking do anything. He has
Yeah.
no bag, none. Everybody's like, "Oh man, he's a power forward that gets all these assists and he can pass real." Man, fuck him. He sucks.
If he would
He's one
just
of the
dunk,
few
bro.
people
Huh.
that I've ever seen give up a wide open layup.
Bro,
And
trash.
Joel Embiid lost his goddamn mind.
I would
He
have
said,
lost it. And then he got his
Bro,
shit blocked by Trey Young, I think. So
"Yeah, yeah, bro." At
trash.
that point,
Bro, he's fucking
well,
trash.
and I'll add to the Tatum MVP Finals comment that I made. So I think the reason why Jalen Brown won it over Jason Tatum, because if you look at what Jason Tatum did in that finals against the Mavs, he couldn't score. So he had to rebound and pass the ball because he wasn't scoring. He shot terrible in like
Mhm.
3 out of those 5 games. And remember, he has been blessed, by the way. We got to give the Celtics organization some credit. This man has been blessed since he's been in the league. His rookie year was the year that they made it to what, the conference finals or the semis with Isaiah Thomas
Mhm.
putting on that crazy
That's when he
performance.
punched on. That's when he punched on Braun.
I don't
Yep.
think that was with Isaiah Thomas. I think that was the Kyrie year when he got hurt.
It was, well, no. It was that was his rookie year with Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah,
It was
I
a
think
rookie
his
year,
rookie year was Kyrie.
Oh, oh,
Because Jason
but
Tatum was drafted in like 20.
17.
Hold on. Jason Tatum. Go ahead, finish your point.
But then, if my facts are correct, the year after he gets Kyrie, and by the way, Jalen Brown, Al Horford, they had at the time Gordon Hayward, who was pretty serviceable in his role on that team. They have always developed really well around him, and then whenever Isaiah Thomas was gone, and um,
So IT got
excuse me,
traded. Isaiah
the year
IT
after.
got traded. No, the year he was drafted. He was drafted in 2017, 2018 season. Isaiah Thomas was a member of the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Oh, okay, all right. So,
So that's why he got the hype that he did is
and
because
Marcus Smart was on that team
they went to the conference finals with him as
with
the
Kyrie.
cornerstone. Kyrie was hurt.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Kyrie
that's
didn't
right.
play.
That's why I'm saying like that's how I knew it was with Kyrie because Kyrie was hurt. They weren't even that
That
good of a
was the
team.
scary
And then
Terry year.
yeah, yes,
Yeah,
Mhm.
Terry.
Kyrie,
Yeah, Terry Rozier was
yeah,
on that team.
yeah, yeah. But
Well, and
that's
and
why
also
he's
too, he's been paired, or he's had Jalen Brown with him the entire time, and Jalen Brown to me is kind of seemed underrated on that team and what he's meant to it compared to Jason. Jason Tatum gets a lot of praise, and I think the first year that he didn't have Kyrie and he didn't have Isaiah Thomas, well, he didn't have Kyrie on the team. That was the year that like Jason Tatum was shooting them out of games wholeheartedly. And then the year that they won the finals and they beat the Mavs, that team was put together so well between Horford, Porzingis, Peyton Pritchard, like that team was so put together that like if Jason Tatum had a good night, it blew the fuck up. But you're like, no, look at that team. Like
Yeah.
Porzingis didn't play a bulk of that season, and he came in the playoffs and started fucking hooping. And then Jalen Brown was consistently getting, and Jalen Brown hit bigger shots. The game against the Pacers, he hit that fucking corner three to give him the game one win, and then that was the closest game in the series, and they just kicked their ass the rest of the way. I don't think he's extremely overrated. I do think he's overrated though, 100%. I
I
think
think Jalen Brown's
Jalen
better.
Brown. I think Jalen Brown's more meaningful to that team
I
than
think you can
Jason
say
Tatum.
that. I think you can say that, but if how do you hold it against somebody if you're getting the like you're getting the defense's main attention? So you're the star, and our game plan is to stop you. And because we're trying to stop you, he's going up.
That's a good point. The only thing that I would make is his shot selection.
He doesn't have a good shot selection, but Steph doesn't have a good shot selection. Kobe didn't have a good shot selection. Melo didn't have a good shot selection.
If you're
KD at
comparing
times.
Jason Tatum
He's
to
27. He's 27. He's a champion. He's 27. He's got time to be mentioned with him. I'm not saying he's that now. I'm just saying he's
yeah,
27. So if they had bad shot selections, I'm not gonna hold it against him for having a bad shot selection. Russ has a horrible shot selection. James Harden has a horrible shot selection. Most scorers in the NBA, especially good scorers, they have horrible shot selections. They're literally Cameron at the lighthouse. All they see is the
Whoa,
fucking goal. They see the
whoa,
goal, dog.
whoa,
They
let's
see the
calm down,
goal.
man. Listen,
he said,
transition
don't
three.
you, don't you.
I had that Timo shot down. All right, the Timo Cruz.
See, and that's what Jason Tatum has. He like, hey, shit, give me that more.
I don't know. I feel like when the lights were the brightest, he shrunk, and Jalen blew up. And to me, that would be a comparable conversation to in last year's finals if SGA shrunk and Dub exploded. And that
Well, he did
happened
have
for
a
one
40-point
game.
game. Yeah.
It happened one game. But other than that, it was SGA. And so that's my only thing is like I feel like a lot of times when I'm watching them, like when I'm watching a Celtics game in the last few years, I just have felt like Jalen Brown has a deeper bag. I feel like when he drives, he's got more options, like more of a skill set going to the rim. I feel like he shoots just as well. He can handle the rock. He plays better defense. And I feel like Jason Tatum just primarily lives and dies at the three ball. I mean, even when he goes out and starts, trying to put a move set together, it always ends up on the three ball. I don't ever see, and it's crazy because at the beginning of his career, I saw a lot more attack the rim, a lot more mid range, a lot more shit off the like back to the basket stuff he was doing at Duke. But that's like gone now.
Well, because
It's
their
like
whole their whole offense changed. They
and I
their
and
their
yeah, and
mindset went to just jacking threes.
bro, and that's criminal to me because you're not
It
fucking Golden State, dude.
right. Well,
Like,
they won a championship, so it's fine. And it took him tearing his Achilles. Well, they were getting smashed by
bro,
the Knicks anyways, but
Yeah.
they won a championship because they signed Chris Stapps. That's
I
my
think
opinion.
they had the
Well, and I don't
the
think
strength of their
I think
bench was so good the
well,
year that they won.
the
I
team was
don't
good. They
think
were like 12
Derek
deep.
White gets enough
Yeah.
fucking credit
Yeah,
either.
I would say
Bro,
underrated as
he's
fuck.
cold, bro.
Yeah.
He's cold as fuck.
Yup.
Who? Peyton
Derek
Pritchard?
White.
Derek White.
Oh yeah, Derek.
Did
Yeah,
you say
those are
Peyton?
the two
Peyton?
big.
You were talking about
Peyton.
Peyton Pritchard. I thought you were
Yeah.
about to say Peyton Hillis. I'm like, bro, what the? You have a
No,
fucking
no,
football?
no. But
Yeah.
Peyton Pritchard, like, if you look at the signing of Derek White, Peyton
Hmm.
Pritchard getting rotational minutes, Chris Stapps being on that team, and Al
Yeah,
Horford being Al Horford.
it was a very well put together roster for a year.
Yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
but
Very, very well put together.
I agree, but what does that have to do with saying someone's over or underrated because the rest of their team is good?
I believe that, and that's a good. That's a good
I
question
I think I
because
think
I
Tatum
mean,
I think
that's not what I said.
I think
That's
Tatum
what
is
Isaiah
is
said.
I think Tatum is fairly rated because he does get a lot of love, but I also think that especially as of last year, most of the conversation has been that Jalen Brown is his equal and not Rodman. And that's what the finals MVP just kind of cemented that shit of like he's more Kobe to Shaq than he is fucking anything else of like actually playing a Robin role. But
Mhm.
I can, like I said, I can see it. I still think that he's good. I just don't think he's generational. I think he's fairly rated because I don't have him. Like, when's the last time? If you did, these people are dumb as shit. But when's the last time you've been like, who's top five in the league right now? And somebody said Tatum.
maybe the year they won the championship.
Even then, I didn't think it was him then. I
Yeah, it was like Luca, fucking
Luca, Joel, Joker. People would still say either
SGA.
LeBron or Anthony Davis, SGA. Ant was young. Curry's still in the league. Like, there's a bunch of people. There's 7 to 10 people you get to before you think of Tatum. I think now there's more names until
Mhm.
you get to Tatum. But I mean, honestly, if you switch Jason Tatum and Devin Booker, I think the same result. You do it like I think Devin Booker on that Celtic team would have won them a championship.
Well, and his career is kind of strange too, because I mean they've been to the playoffs like what since he's been with the Suns. They've been to the playoffs what three times,
Yeah, I
two
was
or
gonna
three
say two or
times.
three times.
They went to the finals one year, and then ever since then it's just like yeah, he's in the league. Yeah, he can score, and that's about it.
I honestly I think Cam's take of like Ja, and I know Ja's is probably because he's pissed.
His
He don't want to be in
start,
Memphis.
well, Josh's start is what gave him that hype. Ja came in the league, was very exciting to watch. He started to develop a jumper. He was looking unstoppable going to the rim, and he started to have a bag. He started to hit middies. He started to hit threes.
And then they
That team
took
was
his
successful.
celebration away from him. He hasn't
And
been
then
the same since.
he can't play with guns no more. That's why Ja's not good right now. Okay,
But no,
I honestly think,
he's fallen off a cliff,
but
honestly. Like you said, he started off great, and he since then, bro, he's been
yeah,
Bro,
I mean,
there was a legit conversation 2, 3 years ago where people were like, "Who would you rather have, him or SGA?"
yeah,
That was a
yeah,
legit
yeah,
debate.
yeah.
And then the Thunder went and beat them by like 87 points,
And he
and
ain't
that
been the
pretty much
same
ended
since.
it.
That's
Pretty
what
much.
I'm surprised that he's still in Memphis. I figured they would have been like, look, bro, if you really like we're not doing shit with you, and I figured he would be like, I need to go somewhere else so I can try to win. Because this shit
mhm.
is
I just feel like I don't know a lot of teams. I mean, take that back. I know a lot of teams that would take him,
Houston.
but I see. I don't know if Houston would take him. I know. I bet the Heat would take him because Pat Riley thinks he can fix everybody.
Man, Pat Riley like 89 years old, I feel like. You need to chill
Yeah,
Bro,
out.
bro.
like
He was in
like
college in
I
like the
I'll tell you
'60s.
I'll tell you a team to keep your eye on when it comes to John Morant. That's Phoenix
Yeah. Yeah.
because Dylan Brooks is there.
Yeah. Fucking
And
Dylan
him,
Brooks.
he likes Dylan Brooks. Ooh,
Hmm.
which is a good debate of underrated players. Who do you feel like is underrated?
Uh underrated, 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 underrated,
Derek
underrated.
White.
Yeah. Let's see, Derek
Give
White.
me T.J. McConnell.
Fuck.
Yeah, well, TJ McConnell's man. There is nothing more fucking irritating than watching those final games. Those, god damn it, man. I was like, bro, I
He
fucking
was
hate this guy,
on their ass, bro. He
dude.
was fucking
I
cooking.
was like, somebody guard this guy. Jesus fucking
He
Christ,
single handedly kept them in the game in Game 7.
bro.
He did. He
He
tried his
won them a
best.
couple of games. Like
Yeah,
he
he
came
tried
in
his
off the
Yeah,
best.
bench and changed the trajectory of the game. Like
I
I
don't know
think two or
his
three of
little
the games.
stop shot at like 2 feet away from the rim. Whenever I forgot who the fuck he faked out. He drove the fucking baseline and literally just spun around and completely lost somebody. And he just turned around, and fucking hit that little push shot from 2 feet out. And
That shit look ugly as a bitch.
I was like, bro,
Um,
he's fucking killing these boys right now.
Give me fucking AJ Mitchell for the Thunder because I think if he's with anybody else, he's getting a lot more burn.
well,
I think he
fucking
gets
trade
plenty
him
of burn with
then.
the Thunder. I
Then
think he gets
trade
plenty of
him.
burn with the Thunder, but bro,
Could you say, hold on, this is gonna be like a star name. Could you say that like Donovan Mitchell is overrated?
Nothing happened. Overrated? Could you say that?
Underrated.
Oh,
Donovan Mitchell's
underrated?
underrated. Yeah.
I see. I feel like he's fairly rated.
Mm.
I think he's a very good player, but I also felt like Cleveland has had a great roster and they've underperformed the last few years.
Yeah. No, I feel the same. Man,
Underrated, underrated, underrated. Give
this
me,
Tyrese Maxey.
yeah, I was gonna say Tyrese.
yes.
Um,
Yeah.
Cooper Flag,
He's underrated.
underrated. Bronny
He
James.
Underrated.
Underrated, dog.
Jake LaRavia. Underrated. You know, who I truly feel is underrated right now. His impact on the team. I will say De'Aaron Fox. I feel like De'Aaron Fox is
Yeah.
underrated.
Okay, he kicked the Thunder's ass in Oklahoma City.
Well, and honestly, if you look at like his numbers, man, he's been so efficient even before he left Sacramento. Like he's really like whenever he found his jumper, he's always had that quickness, that athleticism. But whenever he found his jumper, he became like a different kind of player. It's just he hasn't had a lot of success in the league like later in the season, so you really don't even realize it. And now that he's healthy, I mean, he's playing pretty good, man. He's not playing tonight, I don't think, but I like his game. I've always liked his game.
Oh, you do?
Josh Giddey is underrated.
Yeah, yeah. I think he's very underrated. I think that's it. Honestly, I think
He
I
said
think
that's
today it's
it.
so hard to underrate people now, bro. I feel like more people are overrated than underrated because so many people are so early to the fucking party with people. Like people
Mhm.
will swear that so and so is gonna win. Like, bro, I promise you. And it's like, okay, if I have to wait 4 years for that, your prediction's not right. You just said some shit and then it came true later. Like,
Yeah,
okay.
it's eventually like yeah,
I
sure.
don't
If you give somebody time to develop in the league, like yes, they will make your prediction come true.
I don't know. I don't know if he's ready for this um, distinction yet. But keep an eye on Alex Sarr, man, up in Washington. Because he was supposed to be the shit and was not real good last year, but this year he's been a
Mhm.
lot better. He's been playing pretty well. And I forgot to mention in my overrated list, LaMelo Ball's fucking overrated, bro.
Oh yeah,
He's a
yeah,
flash.
yeah,
He's a flash in the pan. He's not a franchise guy.
No, he is not
No,
anybody, and
no,
that's why Charlotte is where they are. I know
Yeah.
he's one of those players that the kids love. They love talking
Yes.
about and watching him because he's fun and all. But he is you are not going to win a championship playing like
No.
that, and it is what it is. People can be as mad as they want to, but he plays no defense. He does nothing. He can shoot. He takes his shot selection. We're talking about Jason Tatum's shot
Bro.
selection.
Yeah.
LaMelo Ball's
Terrible.
shot selection is horrible.
Bro, and
Steph
he
Curry
walks
looks at that
around.
shit.
His attitude sucks. He walks
Yeah.
around cocky as
yeah.
fuck. And it's like, dude, you're not even a good, like, you can score and you can do all this fancy shit, but you do not win. You don't lead to wins.
No.
So you really ain't shit as a basketball player.
And he made one All Star game, and that was like
Fan voted. I don't give a fuck.
yeah, it was fan voted, and it was I think there was a ton of people that were hurt that year, so like he kind of fell like ass backwards into
He's
it.
I would
he's
take
a
Lonzo Ball 10 times out of 10 over
yeah
LaMelo.
yeah. Just if I'm
At
building a
least
team,
Lonzo, at least Lonzo, after all the injury shit he went through and being cast out as a problem in the Lakers organization, like because of LeBron, like that, he's one of the reasons why they weren't winning. At least he kind of took that in and has changed the way he is. Like
he's
he's more of a professional
well. He
now.
was he was honestly he was that way when he was in LA. His dad just wasn't.
Yeah,
But his the value that you get, you can sign Lonzo and continue to build your team and get better superstars,
yeah,
better
Yep.
than Lamelo. If you have Lamelo on your team, he's eating up your salary cap.
Yeah.
So it puts you at the apron, and then you're basically playing with fucking. I'm trying to think of a
I'll be
Right
football
honest,
player.
now,
I hadn't been able to stand LaMelo Ball since everybody was blowing his ass up over that 100 points or whatever
Where
that
he
chicken
didn't
shit stuff. Yeah,
yeah
that
where he
garbage
didn't pass
ass.
half court.
Half court,
It
yeah. Like,
I
bro, you miss me
it
with all that.
I thought it was overrated. It was a cool gesture because he did it for a special needs kid. So
Yeah,
like that's
but
cool. But the like when
it,
people were
it
like he scored 100 points, I was like he did, but he didn't, dog.
yeah,
yeah, he was cherry picking.
Yeah,
He is Julian Newman with height.
yeah, he
yeah,
grew. He grew.
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean for
Because
the
he's
most
what,
part,
like 6'4", 6'5"?
6'8",
yeah,
Oh,
bro.
is he
or
He's
6'8"?
six.
nah.
Oh,
I
Six
think he's like
six or
shit.
6'6"
six
or
eight.
6'7". He's like 6'5" or 6'6", I think.
Yeah, he's
I
like
didn't
I think he's
even
like
6'7".
6'7".
I didn't
I
even
don't
know
think he
he
was
was
that
that
tall.
tall. Huh.
Yeah, he's the
No,
tallest of the
he's
Paul
tall.
brothers.
Yeah, he's
And I
taller
think
than
Lonzo is 6'2"
Lonzo.
or 6'3".
I see. I thought Lonzo was like 6'5", bro.
I think he's 6'3". So they have LaMelo at 6'7", and that's crazy work.
6'7".
That's marketing. That's marketing. That's fucking
It's a
marketing.
listed
Yeah,
height.
Lonzo 6'5".
Yeah.
So
That's a list. That's all listed height. They
realistically,
got KD at fucking 6'9" still.
yeah,
That
I was about to
motherfucker's at
say.
least 7 foot, bro.
I was about to say they have Darnell Washington in the NFL at 260, and he said he's 315.
Bro,
Yeah, he was like,
Darnell Washington, man.
I'm 3.
Did he catch any balls today?
He did. He
No,
broke
he
his
broke
fucking
his
arm.
arm, bro.
Did he really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tomlin announced
Well,
it
Mike
after the
Tomlin
game.
Well,
reported
that's
it.
why y'all
yeah.
lost,
Yeah, that's what I said.
bro.
They didn't have the mountain out there catching passes.
Sad
Put
day.
him in
The
a
fear
fucking
of God into
put
the
him in a hard
DBs.
cast. Put a glove on it, and let's get him back out there.
We're
Tell
gonna
him
have to
throw
do
some stiff
something.
arms.
Shit, we have
He-
to do something because we
yeah.
don't have DK next week.
He has to catch like this. One
Hand, bro. Just one. His hand is big enough, bro. Just grab it.
Put him
Just
on the
right
goal
in-
Let me
line.
put my bear paws on it.
Right it, or just run like tight end GY counters for him. Just hand it to him. Let him just fucking run people over.
That's true. Come tackle him. Yeah.
Bro, is he doesn't even do the like y'all's version of the tush push. It's Connor Hayward. Could
Yes.
you imagine if Darnell was
Well, Darnell is usually in motion. So they motion him right behind Connor, and
To
then
go
they just
kill
have him
somebody.
fucking
just fucking
yeah. So you're still getting it. It's just he doesn't have the
Yeah.
ball.
I want him in an I formation on the goal line at the fullback position. Lead blocking.
Bro.
I'd
fuck.
put
Darnell Washington at fullback scared the shit out of me.
bro. I would put the rookie Derek Harmon at fullback, and I'd put Darnell Washington at running back, and just
fucking
ISO until they stop
Yep.
here. We're running ISO. I don't give a damn. Second and
They're
10,
good. Fuck
third
it.
and third and 4.
We're gonna get this first down, Darnell. Because I think in the combine, bro, he ran like a 4.8.
Yeah, I think he ran a 4. It was unofficial at 4.7, and I think they tracked it at like 4.83 or some shit like that.
That is insane. That man is 300 pounds.
He's why they
Every
make guns.
I just won't
every
forget, like
time-
3 or 4 weeks ago, the first time I saw him catch a ball and just obliterate like 4 people.
He turned
killed
around
somebody
and
on the
said-
sideline, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Who the fuck is this guy?"
Yeah, bro.
Hold on now.
Bro, when
Where
they
the hell has he
drafted
been?
him, I remember him in Georgia. So like
He was there
would
with Brock
make, like-
Bowers, bro.
Yeah, he was making like big plays in Georgia, but Brock Bowers was like the guy. You just like
Yeah.
Darnell Washington was going to go to the league, but he was just kind of
Darnell would get like
tight end.
yeah, he would get like 3 catches, but those 3 catches were
Bro,
spectacular.
I watched him. He took one up the sideline in Georgia.
and jumped
and,
over
like,
somebody.
Yeah, and jumped over somebody. Well, first of all, he outran, like, I think it was like a linebacker, like outran the angle. And then it was just this poor little safety that was like, oh, I got to do something. And he fucking jumped over him. I forget. It was
if I
like
seen
I
him
bet
2
that
weeks
safety.
ago.
I bet that safety closed his eyes
And
and then
just-
opened back up and was like, "Oh, thank God, thank God."
I was about to
Started
say
clutching his
I would have faked an Achilles injury if I seen him. I'd have broke down like I was getting ready, and I'd have just fell over. Be like,
Could you imagine if he does
Yeah,
a
you-
slight cutback? You gotta dive at air. Don't even try
I'm just
to
falling
switch your
backwards
hips.
before. As soon as I see him square up with me, I'm falling backwards and
Bro,
grabbing my calf.
I forgot what DB it was a couple weeks ago, Marlon. He caught like a little ball in the flat, and this DB, I think it was for Detroit, was like, I gotta
Yeah.
dive at him. And he just boom, just fucking ran him over and just kind of like tried to high step over him, slowed him down, and then it was like, all right, we gotta get half the team to bring him down.
Yeah, he broke his arm, and that was the offense, fellas. That was the offense. But
yeah, that is the entire offense.
well, let's finish up. Let's finish up with this real quick. Cody Rhodes, Drew McIntyre, 3 stages of hell at the next pay-per-view. If Drew McIntyre doesn't win, I'm gonna riot.
Why do you want Drew to win so bad?
Because fucking
They
at this just something different.
Bro.
He's just so,
Well, and I
But
just
he's
feel
held
like
the title
I feel
before.
like, yeah, but then they've screwed him out of it every fucking time, bro. It's like, dude, let this man hold the belt for a little while. Shit.
And he had the title during COVID, Isaiah.
Yeah.
No
So
fans.
he didn't really get to shine.
No fans.
he's
He-
How did
no
Who did he lose it to? Did he lose it to Lashley?
No, I
Let's
Because I
think
get
know
he
him
lost it
he
to
back in
took it
Roman. I
there.
off.
think he lost it to Roman.
Because I know he took it off of Brock,
Yeah.
right?
He took it off of Brock
Yeah.
at Mania. I think he lost it to Roman, but I'd have to
See,
look
I
at
thought
it.
he lost it to Lashley, and then Lashley lost it to Roman.
Ooh, no,
Because I
I think
thought that
he
was in the
may have
middle of the
lost
Hurt
it. Yeah, he
Business.
may have lost it to Lashley, and Lashley lost it to Brock, and then Brock lost it to Roman.
Yeah.
Can we not get Lashley back in there, or is he
He's
fighting in
in
the
AEW.
PFL or something?
He's in
Yeah,
Oh, he's
bro.
in
AEW, bro.
A.
Yeah.
Let's get him back in there. I don't like
But
this.
bro, I want Drew to win because at this point, like, do something different with Cody. It's been the same shit for since he's came back.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like I finished the story and we're doing this for like my dad kind of thing. And it's like I get it. And there is some story behind it. And I think he's very good at his promos. But I do think Cody is a better chaser than an actual champion. His like leading to the championship is fantastic. He gets it, and then it's just like every
Yeah.
feud has felt the same.
Mhm.
So give it to Drew. And even if it's to give it to Drew so that Cody wins it back at like Elimination Chamber or at the Rumble to set up him versus Roman or whatever. Just get the fucking title off of him. Shit.
Well, I mean,
I feel
who?
like
If Drew wins it, all right, realistically, because Drew is now old.
So is Cody.
That's what I'm saying. Like, who's somebody that has enough youth on their side to help keep the product good? Outside of Dom, we've talked about Dom enough.
Finn Balor.
Montez, who's it?
Well, if he's talking youth
Carmelo Hayes.
for
Yeah,
Yeah.
youth for
Well, he
youth
just won the U.S.
U.S.
title.
title, yeah.
yeah.
But youth wise, I would say Braun Breaker, Bronson
Yeah,
Reed,
because
Austin
Balor's not young,
Theory.
right?
Yeah,
He's kind of
bro,
mid,
bro,
right?
Balor's like 42 or 43.
Yeah,
Holy
he's old
shit!
as
Somebody
fuck,
see
bro.
he's another one that,
He's
like they
on the
need to give him a
juice.
singles.
Yeah, he's on the
Yeah,
juice. Motherfucker's he's had the same abs since he came to the WWE, bro.
yeah. He didn't even transition the way that Jericho did.
I don't give a
44.
I don't give a fuck
Fuck.
about anybody. I'm ready. I'm already ready for the Obafemi push. Bring
Yeah,
his big ass in there and push his ass,
they're calling him, Javon Evans, and Trick Williams are all
which
getting
are
called
all
up.
great
Yeah.
call ups because they have been carrying fucking NXT,
NXT, and that's
bro.
the youth that's coming. And I've been happy because of I knew once Cena was gone, they're gonna start pushing the youth. So Isaiah, Dom, Bronson, Trick, Oba, Javion, and there's a couple other guys coming up that are young that can do that. Where we're at now though is since we're on the road to WrestleMania, it's cool to have your quote unquote part timers or older guys to hold the strap until you get to
Yeah.
Mania. But I mean, honestly, everybody, including myself, feels like it should be Cody versus Roman. Maybe throw a spin and do Cody versus Braun Breaker. Like maybe let Braun win the Royal Rumble or something like that, and then just use Braun to get
Here's
the
a
title off of Cody.
this might be a bit of a wild card take, but man, like give me Austin Theory a little bit.
Yeah.
I want to see what they can do with him with this current look. And then I want to see him and Seth Rollins feud.
Yes.
Actually, I'm ready for Seth Rollins to come back, bro. And I want to see what happens with that whole storyline.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
gonna be some good shit.
Yes, I agree. I'm glad that they did. And he should be coming back before too long. I don't know if you saw it, but he was commentating or he was an analyst or some shit, halftime reporter for one of the games yesterday.
Oh, football, yeah,
Yeah,
for
yeah. I was
football.
like, oh shit,
Yeah.
listen to the architect.
Because
Okay.
they were it was a Thursday Christmas game.
Yeah.
Because he was out there when they were eating it was a Dallas game because he was commenting on them only eating the meat, not the vegetables.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, he
He was
did.
like,
So
oh, well.
he did the Christmas games, and
Tomahawks.
then yeah, it was a Christmas game. My fault because it was on Netflix.
Tomahawk steaks. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
yeah, I
that
don't.
dog is solid, but he'll be back. I think January or February. I think is
Oh,
whenever.
perfect. Oh
That's what
man,
I'm
then they need to
saying.
just hold his ass out until Braun wins the belt
Well, I
and let
think I
his ass
think
come back.
I think Braun will probably win the belt pretty quick. Like I think they're gonna have him go over Punk shortly, and then
Yeah.
they'll probably I don't know what they're gonna do honestly, but I just need something different because I do feel
Yeah.
like it's starting to pick back up because it's on the road to WrestleMania, and there's new stuff that's happening, and I love how they leave feelers out of people in backstage. They'll have a brief encounter and then like 6 months later they're feuding and it started from that moment. Like I love that, but I'm tired of Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
Turn him heel. Turn the man heel.
Well, and fucking Gunther, old. Seth, kind of old. Fucking, LA Knight, too old. Finn, old. Like, I'm. How long is too long in the business to continue wrestling? Because I don't want
Ric Flair.
Flair's. I don't want Ric Flair's.
Well,
Well, no, and I would
so
say like what the Undertaker did, but the Undertaker had the name behind him
The
because
difference
he
in
put
Taker,
15 years
the
into
difference
it.
in Taker though is he did only wrestle like once a year at the end, so he wasn't
Yeah,
well, and
taking
it's
time away.
like with let's say like The Rock or Shawn Michaels, right? Not The
AJ
Rock, I'm
Styles
sorry.
too old.
With Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels, AJ Styles. I don't mind them wrestling this far into their career as long as they're not in the main event picture, the title picture. Like they can have main event kind of feuds. They don't need to be in the world title picture. Nobody in their right mind would place money on a 70, 60-year old fucking aged Shawn Michaels to defeat Braun Breaker. You know, like it's fine if they want to
Exactly.
keep wrestling, you want to keep building storylines because like people love like callbacks, you know?
Hmm.
But keep them out of the main event picture or the heavyweight title picture, the big belts. I think it's about time to kind of push CM Punk out of that window.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's too goddamn
I
old.
don't feel like he looks as clean wrestling either. Like he does great promo work, but I just don't feel like he looks as clean as a wrestler anymore, like with his smooth set and whatnot.
Yeah, he's
Like his
old.
matches really don't do a lot for me anymore. Like, but
He and
Well,
he has to. The ones that do is it's like no holds barred or no DQ and stuff, and they just beat the hell out of each other with chairs.
yeah,
yeah.
it's not.
And
It's
like
not like really in ring work. It's like beating.
I saw
Yes,
this stat that it was a picture, but it was talking about like the average age of all of your main singles champions now
Hmm.
versus the average age of the main singles champions in 2001.
Hmm.
And
yeah,
like The
it's
Rock and them
crazy.
were like in their early mid 20s
Yeah, The
and
Rock
were
got
the top stars.
20. I think
And
The Rock was like 27, and then like Triple H was like 28, 29. Stone Cold was like 30 or 31.
yeah.
Taker was like 29 or 30. Yeah, they're all
And
young,
now
and
they're
now
all
it's
old. Now they're all over
45.
like 40. Yeah. Like it's crazy how
Yeah,
the paradigm has shifted.
yeah. It
Well, and I
was.
But
think it's they're clinging on to the names and they're not giving push to people like they used to.
Um,
How well does the talent need to be developed on the mic and selling themselves for the product to where they get the push to where you can have a younger champion. Like
you
Dom is
ready?
the closest thing right now.
You ready?
And Braun.
It is like a garden. Booking wrestling is like a garden. You have to grow everything before you harvest it, but you can't harvest it if you don't grow it. Usually everything comes at one time. So if you look in the history, when Hulkamania, brother, when he was getting hot, the business got hot. And then once he got old and Macho Man got old and all them old fucks went over to WCW, WWE was ass.
mhm.
Like Kane was Dr. Isaac Yankem, dog. Like I always hark
Yeah.
back to that. That's horrible, right? Once they started focusing on the youth, and then they even like after Hogan left, they went with Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels, youth. Then from there, Stone Cold, The Rock, Triple H, Mankind, Kurt Angle, Chris Jericho, Eddie Guerrero. Brock was young, Cena was young, Orton was young. Like that's what they've done, and they've kind of met to a point where they're growing their new talent. And I think that's where we are now is we're just waiting on them to harvest it because you can see it on both sides. You can see the old dogs, the Charlottes, the Blisses, Alexa Blisses, the Beckys and all of them. They're starting to be phased out for the Rheas, the Biancas, the fucking Tiffany Strattons. They're being pushed out for all of them. And the men, we're starting to see Roman and Cody and all those older guys, they're about to start getting pushed out. But we're we're not at that point yet because nobody has had consistent success enough outside of Braun and Dom to be able to even be mentioned with those dudes. So once
Well,
they continue
even
to start winning, they
fucking
will.
yeah, even Jay Uso was like, they
Yeah, but
kept
Jey
saying,
Uso is
"Hey,
like 39.
no, they kept saying, hey, this is your shot.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah.
this is hey, you got to be in better shape. Don't fuck it up." And
And
he
he
fucked
fucked
it
it
up
up.
every time.
Yeah,
So you're
it's
like, Jesus Christ, man!
but
Like they gave you the keys to the city.
this is the one thing that I'll say to defend WWE currently is people are upset over nothing right now. People will get mad, and I'm like, bro, just look at it. They made a mistake. They pushed Jay to the moon. It was a fun 6 months. Think of it as the Soldier Boy, like crank that. It was a cool little hey Soldier Boy on
Mhm.
this. It was that. That was Jay Uso. Now they immediately were like, hey, dog is not gonna work. We're gonna put them back in the tag team division, which is currently solid. They have a lot of good teams, and you're bringing back the Usos into the mix. So I think that makes that like division better. The women's division is already tough. Just, bro,
But see, like
put a rock in
that's
his
what I
hand.
feel like they need to do with Cody. Like I felt like they had something with Jey Uso, with the seed that was planted between him and Roman, and then him getting pushed out and becoming main event and like all of that. And then that little rivalry started. And then he had to squash that with his brother. And then, the fans really got behind him and that became a story. Like, hey, like Jay, let's make it to where Jey Uso can prove that he can do it on his own kind of thing. They ran with it and then it was over. Like that story was over. And they took the strap back off of him. That is what needs to happen with Cody.
Yes.
They
And
ran with the story. The fans were behind it, but it's ran itself stale.
yeah,
It's stale.
the story's finished at this point, and it's time to
Yes.
look for a sequel and reinvent yourself and go from there. I
Yeah.
think that's what I want more is reinvent yourself. Fuck it, just everybody that's heel turn them babyface, and everybody that's babyface turn them heel, and let's
Let's
see
give a
what
That's
happens.
paradigm
what they used to
shift.
do.
Yeah,
And that's what
yeah,
I was gonna say was like I feel like one of the biggest problems with the creative right now is there's not a boss. There's not a Vince. There's not a Eric Bischoff. There's not a Paul Heyman. Like there is Paul Heyman, but he's not the GM like he was over
yeah,
SmackDown. And so there's nobody like because everybody loves Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis. Like those aren't
yes,
guys that everybody fucking hates. So there's not an Eric Bischoff or Triple H to align with, or Cody Rhodes or whatever, and that they used to do that between Triple H, Kurt Angle, The Rock, and Steve Austin constantly. It was one of them aligning with Vince,
yeah.
and then Vince would screw him and align himself with the other, and it turned. I mean, I swear that's how they were able to get like that's how wrestling was so peak for so long, like. You would have oh no, The Rock, oh fucking fuck you, Rock.
Hey,
You betrayed.
On Monday he cut the same promo. Die,
Yes,
Rocky, die.
bro. But then everybody be like, yeah, fucking Steve Austin's back.
Yep,
Woo!
yep. And
Well, who is the most hated character in the WWE right now?
Logan Paul, Dom, Logan
Yeah, it's
Paul.
not even close.
Yeah, I'd say
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul's the most hated. And I think they use him well in their like. I
Doesn't
honestly
wrestle
see him.
enough. You can't build something behind
No,
him
he's
because he
been
doesn't
bro.
wrestle.
Logan has been there like for the last 3 to 4 months every Monday, and he's wrestled most of those Mondays. So
Okay.
he's starting to be like he stopped boxing. They said WWE full time. So
Okay.
I think that's good for the company. He's another young guy who already has a brand. Everybody knows who he is. They could capitalize off of it, which they have been. But I don't think he could truly lead the company like how Cody or Cena was asked to do it.
Yeah.
But back to what you were saying, Cam. Yeah, the the rise and the turns and shit it made everything great because they would leave like trails and you would
Yeah.
get behind everything because just as The Rock would get ready to turn heel, Stone Cold would be turning babyface. So you would
Yes.
get that like, holy shit, we're about to get the old Stone Cold. It's the old Stone.
Yeah.
And then The Rock, the
Bro, it
Hollywood
would be
Rock
fucking
pops up.
lit,
Yeah.
man. Like it would
Oh,
be fucking lit.
yes. Yes. That's
There were
the
so many character changes, like, and it kept everything interesting. Like that's how they were able to keep Stone Cold and The Rock and Kurt Angle and all them feeling fresh. Like it never got stale with their character.
Well,
And
Agreed.
it made it feel more real because nobody's a good guy for fucking 18 years, bro.
Yeah.
Like nobody does like you're gonna tell me that you haven't made a bad decision in 18 years and become a villain to somebody? Like, come on, man,
and
what are we
and
doing?
and that's the biggest part of it for me as a fan. I know some people love to watch it as a it's wrestling and it's make believe characters and superheroes and shit and that I don't. I like real
you said
like
I don't.
realness. They're fighting in my eyes. I want to
Yeah.
see them beat the shit out of each other, and I want to hear a cool promo. Just like if we're at the club and people are getting into arguments, and you hear somebody yell across the bar, "If I can get my hands on you, I'm gonna fuck you up." That's what I want to see. That is wrestling to me, and the best fighter is the champ, and
Hmm.
it's I don't know. I want to see
That's
that he'll change or like turns and all kinds of shit. I don't want somebody to be a baby face for 18 years because it makes they never get that pop of going back to being a baby face. It's just they're baby face the whole time and then they get booed. So turn them heel, make them align with I don't know, and then let them slowly reinvent their character and then turn back the clock. Shit, fucking learn from Undertaker.
I need Stardust back.
Man,
Yeah, I don't. I
like
just that's I don't know. And like even like the Undertaker, like he went back to the dead man, and that's what he was for the last 2 decades of his career. But even
That
then,
American Badass heel.
it wasn't like he wasn't a good guy or a bad guy. He just kind of did what the fuck he wanted.
he was the
Just a
Like,
Reaper,
guy.
dog.
bro,
He was Teddy
yeah.
Just a
So
Long's
it's
guy.
he was Teddy Long's Grim Reaper. Because if you did
the
anything to Teddy
Undertaker,
Long,
man. Bro,
It's gonna be the Undertaker
I
player.
literally sat. I sat while I was sick. Last weekend, I was rolling across YouTube and I saw a fucking video montage. 15 minutes, bro, of Teddy Long telling people they're going one on one with the Undertaker.
With
It
oh
Undertaker.
was
yeah, huh, player
Well,
fantastic.
you going 1-on-1 with the Undertaker.
with the
He needs
Undertaker.
Teddy Long needs to be put in the Hall of Fame just for that.
Man,
This is one of the well, yeah, and that, yeah.
hell yeah, you could yeah that dance. Hey, but no, they need. There's a lot of positions that have to be filled, honestly, in a roster. I think they're still looking for the main guy, but you do have to have your. I look at everything as the Attitude Era, so you have to have your guy, which is Stone Cold. Was Stone Cold. You have to have a heel, Triple H, somebody that could go back and forth, Taker and Kane, and then a guy who's young and has that same star power that can go babyface or heel like The Rock was. And then you also need guys that have matches with them and they push those guys to the limit and those guys get a lucky rock bottom or some shit and then win or a count out, just some cheesy bullshit win so that you're still protecting the top star, but it shows that the young guys are on their way. They have to start
So
doing shit like that.
this is the last question I'll ask before
Oh.
we.
Also, I need a good Monday Night Raw where fucking Adam Pierce gets a Titantron dropped on him, or a car
A car
explosion.
blown up? Yeah, yeah.
I miss some of those times.
I also miss the old school just heels beating the shit out of a baby face and then the
Yeah.
bell just bing 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 bing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just going crazy. Somebody going
Well,
crazy on the
Yeah.
ring bell.
yeah.
Oh
So
shit.
my last question would be: do you feel like the lack of individual character development has changed to where it's so little? There's not an abundance of them like there used to be. So we're referring a lot to like ruthless aggression and the Attitude Era about like individual characters that we love and we're nostalgic about for that time period in the business.
I'll
Do
give
you
you a
feel like there's less and less of that now than there was then, or are we just being old heads about it?
no, no. We're in a it's a circle. The reason that you were able to see so much character development and so many things like that back in that era, and it goes probably into like 2012, 2013, is because they did it a lot. So they're wrestling 200 days a week or a year, sorry, and they're getting really good at their craft. They don't wrestle as much anymore. So they
Yeah,
don't get as many at bats. So it suffers.
to
It's just
really
Yeah, and you can tell because a lot of the guys that do come up through the indies, they've been doing it at a high level for so long. They just throw them in the machine and just roll. But as far as like homegrown young talent that they can just throw in, they don't
Yeah.
have it because they don't wrestle as much.
Yeah, I definitely feel like Kevin Owens was one of like those last people that like came in and
Yeah, and he came from
immediately
the
was
fucking
like a
indies.
spark.
But
Yeah,
he
had a
came
spark.
Sami Zayn, Seth Rollins, Dean Ambrose, Gunther, AJ, Shinsuke, like most of the people, Finn, most of the big dogs came from the indies. And they had to do that at a certain point because they weren't developing guys. After that
Mm-hmm.
Cena and Orton
Orton,
class,
yeah.
who
Because
like
there's
they
what
didn't
Cena,
build
Orton,
anybody.
and Batista all came from
Cena,
OVW.
well, shit, Cena, Randy,
CM Punk,
Brock.
right?
Nah, Punk was after. So Cena, Brock, Randy,
And
Shelton,
Batista.
Batista.
Yeah, Sean. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think John Morrison was there. Yeah, so a crazy class. But after that, they didn't build no like who did they build? They brought Daniel Bryan from the Indies. They brought CM Punk from the Indies. Like they weren't
Yeah.
creating nobody. They were bringing dudes from the Indies. Now they're actually trying to build.
I feel like the indie scene now is like it exists, but those guys I think it's hard for them now more than ever to make it into the WWE. At least in my opinion, I just feel like it's really tough for them to kind of really make that transition over. Like even dudes from like Ring of Honor and like OVW doesn't exist, but like Ring of Honor is still an organization, but you just don't really hear
Well,
about
it's
people
because
coming from it.
AEW bought them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
And
the
AEW is like,
AEW is like they're kind of an indie.
yeah.
AEW has the AEW. You're talking about young stars. AEW has the young star. He's just in AEW.
You
That's that.
talk about that dude that wears the Burberry scarf?
Yep, MVP. Wait, not
Yeah, I was like that dude.
what the
MJF,
fuck? MJ, yeah,
MJF,
Maxwell.
Yeah.
I don't even know what
fucking
MJ's saying.
Adam Sandler's son.
Yes, because he's only like
In
28 or 29.
Happy Gilmore.
Yeah. Yes, he's one of the sons. He's good. He can wrestle with the best of them, and he cuts a mean fucking promo.
He can talk some shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, he can
yeah.
talk some shit.
He's
from
that
what
dog.
I've
He's that dog.
seen every now and again.
Yep. But gents, we've been going. What do y'all want to leave the people with? It's about to get cold outside, but please do not forget to wash your ass.
Wash your ass.
Please. Just because it's cold don't mean you still can't perspirate.
Wash your
Your
ass.
feet sweat. You
This
fucking
ain't
stink.
no kindergartners in the sandbox.
Okay.
Wash
Or
your
some
ass.
Smith.
Get in there. Get in there. Get in the cracks.
Die a
It's-
long and painful death.
You know, it's not. It's it's unfair because people don't. I'll be saying some shit about holes at work, and people don't get the reference, and it breaks my heart. And I have to be like, it's from Holes, you know, the movie Shia LaBeouf, John Voight, and they're like, I don't remember that much of it. I'm like, you're fucking gross. Get out of my face.
Casuals. They're all casuals.
I know.
Casuals.
Yeah.
They ain't got it like that.
Yeah, they ain't never seen a yellow spotted lizard. Okay.
Yellow spotted lizard.
Seen one of the motherfuckers the night that Terrence Crawford and Canelo fought. I was going into the bathroom. There was a little lizard in my bathroom, bro. I jumped back like I seen one of them. I was like,
You did that Mr. Sir pose?
Yeah. My wife was like, nah, I should have got
Don't
the real
move.
one. Ay.
Don't move.
He said. Oh, also, real fast. I found a soundbite of Eddie Hearn talking to Jake Paul, and Eddie Hearn was right on the money 5 years ago about Jake Paul,
Yes.
and it's a beautiful thing to see.
Yeah, that's why I was so shocked.
He was like it's a 50-50 between you and Tommy Fury, and Tommy Fury is not a good fighter.
Yeah, he was like, Tommy Fury
And
can't
he
even
was
win
like,
a belt in Britain.
that's no different than saying such and such about so and so. He was like, no, but you're not a fighter. And he was like, whatever. People have been doubting me my whole life about the Disney Channel. He was like, that's fucking acting.
Yeah, he said, this
Nobody
is the
gives a
fight
shit.
game.
You're not a fighter. And it was like, oh, love it.
It's like that's what I was saying last week. He just
Really,
can't make
the question
that.
is
He can't make that gap up. That's the difference. Is he started it way too late in
Yeah.
life. He can be a fighter who hosts promotions, stuff like that, but he will never be mentioned as like an elite fighter. Kudos to the kid for putting
No.
on the gloves. But again, like we said last week, give me 94 million. And I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Prime John Jones in MMA. Beat me the fuck up. Hit me with a spinning back elbow. I don't
Yeah.
give a fuck.
It's exactly like Brendan Schaub said. I will let you slam my dick in a door for 94 million because it's the pain is going to be more extreme.
94
But
million,
I'm
no
going to be
taxes.
94
94, no taxes. No tax money. Yeah, because
slam my dick.
if it's taxed, I don't know.
Yeah, we ain't going to be getting a whole lot, but yeah.
No,
Tax free, yeah.
I'm saying slamming my dick is not worth taxed money.
No, I don't want that dirty tax money. I don't want that.
Same.
Last thing I will say before we go is, fellas, we got about 3 weeks before the first UFC card of the season comes on Paramount. Let's get fucking hyped up, okay? The fight game is back, and I can't wait to see it. I'm praying
It's back, baby.
I'm praying Patty. I'm praying Patty handles some business because I want it for Patty. I'm tired of people doubting him, saying he's fighting old motherfuckers.
I don't even care about that fight. Fuck that
Square
fight.
up with Gaethje.
Fuck that fight. Fuck it. Give me Max and Charles Oliveira. That's what I want to see.
Ooh, but that one's not. What is that one? Is that on the same card?
It may be, or it's in February.
Yeah, I think that's the first one. Holy shit, when is that one? Bro, is that? Oh, that's not until March. It's March 7th. Holloway versus Oliveira 2.
Gross. All right, Cam.
We gotta wait too long.
Cam, leave the people with something.
Listen, I just want to start by saying I appreciate everybody that listens to us. You guys,
What?
You guys keep hitting us up with some with some questions and some topics y'all might want us to talk about.
What?
And listen, man, if you guys are looking for another team to hop on and support throughout the postseason push, go find somebody else because you ain't coming to Duval, goddammit.
No, Cameron,
Duval.
it's you. Yeah, you ain't coming to Duval.
Duval.